there are two conditions which need to satisfy. That means if x sine cube theta plus y cos cube theta, if x sine cube theta plus y cos cube theta is equal to sin theta cos theta is equal to sin theta cos theta, this is one condition. And the second condition which needs to be satisfied is x sin theta minus y cos theta, right, minus y cos theta is equal to 0. Then you need to find the value of x square plus y square. I believe that my class is very going in a very systematic way, sir. First 5 questions which we solved in the last half an hour, only one condition, and I am suddenly taking one more question to teach you what if two conditions are given, how to solve those particular question. I believe that the flow of a class should be very clear for my students. Then only it becomes little easier for you people to understand why it is like that, why not it is like this. Right, now see here, sir, if I solve this question, listen carefully, same logic I will implement. No change in approach. Right hand side I require 1, divide by sin theta cos theta. Here also left hand side also divide by sin theta cos theta, right, here also divide by sin theta cos theta, and next second term in the left hand side also divide by sin theta cos theta. I am writing all these things only for your explanation, which you can avoid so many steps, intermediate extra step which is not required in your examination. Now this becomes sin will cancel with sin cube, cos will cancel with cos cube, right hand side will completely cancel. You are left with x sin square theta divided by cos theta, or in other words x into cos theta into sin square theta, plus you are left here with y by sin theta into cos square theta. This is equal to 1. Same logic I implemented in my previous problems also. Sin square theta coefficient should be equal to 1. Cos square theta coefficient should be equal to 1. That means x cos theta should be equal to 1. X is equal to cos theta. Y sin theta should be equal to 1. Y is equal to sin theta. Now see here, sir, listen carefully. I got x value, I got y value. Please remember very carefully. Please remember carefully that just because you got x value and y value, do not substitute in this equation whatever you need to find and get the answer as 1, because sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. This is where some students will try to make mistakes and they might get incorrect answers. Yes, in this question the answer is 1 itself. I am not denying in this question, but I am trying to give you a hint. If suppose whatever the values which you got as x is equal to cos theta and y is equal to sin theta, there is another condition that needs to be satisfied. Please substitute those x and y values in the condition and check whether it is satisfying or not. Only when it is satisfying, you need to move forward. Otherwise, you cannot move forward. I believe that you are able to understand. Please substitute and check it, sir. X is cos theta. Substitute cos theta into sin theta minus y is sin theta into cos theta. Cos sin minus sin cos, what will be the value? It will be 0. That 0 is actually nothing but the right hand side value. Because my second condition is satisfying with the values of x and y which I got, I can now find the value of x square plus y square. X square plus y square is nothing but cos square theta plus sin square theta, which is nothing but equal to 1. Answer for this question is 1. But I am telling you, sir, please avoid making mistakes in this kind of problems, so that you will actually be very confident when you come out of the examination hall that yes, my answer is definitely right. I hope the idea is clear, sir. I hope the idea is clear. Definitely you need to make use of this concept, and you should cross check with the second equation. It is something like this, sir. It is very easy. Suppose x plus y is equal to 4. 2x plus 3y is equal to some 7 or 8. Something I am writing. From these two equations I can write x, I can get x value and I can get y value. After getting x and y values, this x value you will substitute in equation 1, x and y value. You will also substitute in equation 2. Only if both the equations are satisfying, my answer of x and y is true. This is what we learnt in algebra. Same thing in trigonometry. Why are you denying substituting these values and checking it in the second equation? In all my previous question there was no second equation, so you escaped from that situation. Now you cannot. Suppose for example, think logically. Suppose answer options are given. Suppose for example, x is cos theta, y is sin theta is what you got when you simplified the first equation. After simplifying the first equation, you substituted x is equal to cos theta and y is equal to sin theta in the second equation. Suppose for example my second equation is not satisfying, then the answer for that question is cannot be determined, or data insufficient, or that question itself is wrong and you might expect for a grace mark. I hope the idea is very clear. I hope the idea is clear. Now see here sir, I told you that use one equation, get the values of x and y, substitute in the other equation, get the answer. I used first equation and got the value and substituted in second equation. This is my method 1. This is my method 1. Sir, should I always use my first equation? No hard and fast rule for it. There is no rule that you should always use your first equation. What is the second equation? X sin theta minus y cos theta is equal to 0. That means x sin theta is equal to y cos theta. That means x by y is equal to cos theta divided by sin theta. That means can I say that x is nothing but cos theta, y is nothing but sin theta. What is the first equation? Now please check with your first equation. If your first equation is satisfying, directly you got it. Please observe sir, the same value x cos theta, x is equal to cos theta and y is equal to sin theta you got in method 1 also, but slightly complicated. You should compare with the standard equation. No need of comparison if you are starting with second equation. That means first equation is x sin cube theta, x is cos theta into sin cube theta plus y cos cube theta, y is nothing but sin theta into cos cube theta. If I take sin theta cos theta common factor in both of these terms, you will be left with sin square theta plus cos square theta, which is equal to 1, and the final value is sin theta cos theta, which is nothing but right hand side of my first equation, because it is satisfying, because these values are satisfying first equation. These are the values for x and y. X square plus y square will be cos square theta plus sin square theta. You take first, get the value, substitute in second, or you take second, get the value, substitute in first. Both will give you the same answer. I will teach you multiple methods. You decide which method you want. I hope the idea is clear. Satish Kumar, yes sir, whatever you are said, in fact I saw your comment right now. Whatever you said is what I did right now. You told that sir second equation we can also do from ratio. The same thing I did it sir. Same thing. I checked the, what do you say, like your comment just now. You are actually thinking in a right direction. Either use method 1 or use method 2. It makes no difference as long as you will practice so many questions on trigonometry to get the answers in a faster way. Sin theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. Excuse me. If sin theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1, cos theta power 8 plus 2 cos theta power 6 plus cos theta power 4 minus 3. This value I require. I need the value of this equation or expression. I hope the idea is clear. Now same logic I will implement. We know that cos square theta plus sin square theta, it is equal to 1. That means in place of cos square theta, I have sin theta. That means cos square theta is nothing but sin theta. Over my answer. Cos square theta is nothing but sin theta. Cos power 8 theta or cos theta power 8 is nothing but sin theta power 4. Cos theta power 6 is sin theta power 3, and cos theta power 4 is sin square theta minus 3, right? Minus 3. This is what I need to find. Now can I say that a plus b whole square means a plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. That means first term in the expression should be a perfect square. Last term in the expression should be a perfect square. Middle value is 2ab. Yes. Sin theta whole power 4 is a perfect square. Sin square theta is a perfect square. Forget about these three. I am grouping only these three terms. Middle value. That means first term is sin square theta whole square. Last term is sin theta whole square. That means the entire three terms can be written as sin square theta plus sin theta whole square. Check it out if you want. 2ab term is 2 into sin square theta into sin theta, which is 2 sin cube theta. So minus 3. This value from the question is given as 1. 1 square minus 3 is minus 2. Now, what is the doubt, Anurag? Sir, how you solve sin power 4 theta plus 2 sin cube plus sin square theta, sir? How you are solving? Please explain again. Yes, I am unable to solve it. Please, how we add? I have same type of question. Please solve. Now, Sheikh, there are multiple questions which we have it, sir. Hold on for some time. Now, Anurag, let me clarify it to you. Let me clarify. Okay, you are asking, how am I solving this particular equation? Now see here, Anurag. This is where certs and indices topic is extremely important. Listen carefully, sir. Suppose I have a plus b whole square, which we know it as a square plus 2ab plus b square. Right? A square plus 2ab plus b square. Now, if the first term is a perfect square, take the square root of that perfect square. A square square root is a. If the last term is a perfect square, take the square root of that perfect square. B square square root is b. If it is plus in between, write down plus. If it is minus in between, write down minus, and then square it. Then check it out whether it is satisfying or not. Right? Then check it out whether it is satisfying or not. Now, suppose for example, let me tell you, Anurag, so that others also might learn new thing. X square minus 6x plus 9. Right? X square minus 6x plus 9. Now see here. First term, it is a perfect square. Square root of x square is x. Last term, it is a perfect square. Square root of 9 is 3. If you have minus here, write down minus. And then write it as whole square. Right? Write it as whole square. Check it out again if it is satisfying. You need not check the entire term as of now. You will only check the middle term. 2ab. 2 into x into 3. It is 6x. That is what I have. That means no need to add or subtract extra. Suppose another example. X square minus 10x plus 16. Right? X square minus 10x plus 16. Square root of x square is x. Square root of 16 is 4. Because I have minus, I will put minus. Whole square. Now think logically, sir. Can I say that this first term and last term is already taken care of? No need to worry about those two terms. Middle term is 2ab. 2 into x into 4. I will get it as minus 8x. But the question is having minus 10x. Put that minus 2 as extra. Over. These both are same equations. This method is called as completing square method. Right? This method is called as completing square method. I am expressing that this particular expression in terms of square. This method is called as completing square method, which we will also discuss in certs and indices class. Same thing I did it here also, Anurag. I am rewriting that particular equation which I wrote there. What is that equation in that question? Sin theta to the power of 4 plus 2 sin cube theta plus sine square theta. First term is perfect square. Square root of sine theta power 4 is sine square theta. Last term is perfect square. Square root of sine square theta is sine theta. Now I will write it as square. I will write it as square. Now I will check it whether my middle term is satisfying or not. If it is satisfying, 2 into sine square theta into sine theta is 2 sine cube theta. It is satisfying. If at all it is not satisfying, put that plus or minus extra term here. In this case, there is no extra term. Now, what is the question which we discussed? I am writing that question. What is the question which we discussed just now, sir? If sine theta plus sine square theta, if sine theta plus sine square theta is equal to 1, then find the value of cos theta whole power 8 plus 2 cos theta whole power 6, cos theta whole power 6 plus cos theta whole power 4 minus 3. Now, think logically. If sine theta plus sine square theta is equal to 1, what is the value of this entire expression which we got? Forget about that minus 3 at the end. This entire expression, we got it as 1 because this particular equation only will come in my last step of the answer. I will get this particular term as 1 itself. Right? Now see here. Second question. Remember this, sir. I will definitely get it as 1. Second question. See here. Can I say that another question in that model? If cos theta, slightly higher level but similar kind of model, plus cos square theta is equal to 1. If cos theta plus cos square theta equal to 1, your question is find the value of sine theta power 12 plus 3 sine theta power 10, right? 3 sine theta power 10 plus 3 sine theta power 8 and plus sine theta power 6 plus 2. This entire value I need to find, right? I need to find the value of this entire expression. Now see here, same logic I will implement once again, sir. No change in my approach. Sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. But in place of sine square theta, I have cos theta. That means sine square theta is nothing but equal to cos theta. When I compare with my standard identity, sine square theta is cos theta. Sine power 12 theta is cos theta power 6. Right? Cos theta power 6. 3 times of sine theta power 10 is cos theta power 5 plus 3 times of sine theta power 8 is cos theta power 4, right? It is cos theta power 4. Similarly, sine theta power 6, right? Sine theta power 6 is nothing but cos theta whole cube plus 2, right? This is what I need to find, right? If I express or if I simplify further, this becomes cos square theta whole cube plus 3 into cos theta whole power 5 is cos square theta into cos theta into cos square theta plus cos theta. Sir, how to identify that? We should express like this. Let us analyze after writing this. Plus cos theta whole cube plus 2, I will write it as it is. Why I wrote like this? In my previous case, I made use of a plus b whole square. Now I am making use of a plus b whole cube. A plus b whole cube stands for a cube plus 3ab into a plus b cube. That is what I am writing here as a plus b whole cube plus 2. I will write it as it is. From my above expression, this entire value is 1. Answer is 1 plus 2, which is nothing but 3. Right? Answer is 1 plus 2, which is nothing but 3. Sir, how will we come to know that we should write it in that format? Same logic, sir. B cube is what is the last term of a plus b whole cube. Right? This also has something power cube. So it is cos square theta whole cube plus 3ab. 3 is already there. Right? 3 is already there. A is cos square theta. I wrote it. B is cos theta. I wrote it. Now cos square into cos. I already got cos cube, but I require cos power 5, right? So bracket inside it is cos square. I require cos power 4 here. I have cos cube. Inside bracket I want 1 cos theta. That means cos theta power 1. So this is nothing but a plus b whole cube. Same logic. Only thing, it might be slightly difficult in analyzing at the start, but as it proceeds it will be very, very easy. I hope the idea is clear, sir. Next one. Now see here. Again a question which had come in the examination. Exam original question I am drafting. If sine theta, similar kind of question, plus sine square theta is equal to 1, find the value of cos theta to the power of 12 plus 3 cos theta to the power of 10, right? 3 cos theta to the power of 10 plus 3 cos theta to the power of 8, right? 3 cos theta to the power of 8 plus cos theta to the power of 6 plus cos theta to the power of 4 plus cos square theta plus 2. This is what I need to find. Find this value is the question, right? Find this value is the question. Now listen to this carefully, sir. If I take my previous questions, can I say that this entire thing, whatever I am marking in red color as of now, from the previous questions, replace sine with cos, cos with sine, this entire thing will become 1, right? From my previous question you can take this logic. Similarly, these two particular values, cos theta to the power of 4 plus cos square theta, this also from my previous to previous question, it will come as 1, and then 2 is left out. Your answer is 4. Your answer is 4. Simple. No need to solve this question if you know that corollary. I already discussed these two varieties in my previous question. In fact, if this is not discussed in my previous question, use the same analogy like I solved the last two problems in this case also. That will give you 1 again, and then this 2 is written as it is. This is entire thing is 1 from my previous question. Everything is done. Answer is 4. I hope you are able to understand it, sir. This is how fast you should be able to solve the questions. When you think that you are not able to solve the questions in the easiest format, kindly keep watching as many times as possible. It is just a matter of minutes or seconds. You need to log on to our YouTube classes or the access which is given to you. Go there. Try solving it. Listen to it as many times as possible until you think that you are supreme confident.